What is happening, good people of YouTube, and welcome back to the Overly Gaming Project. Today's video, we are back in Fishing Sim World Pro Tour. This is episode number 40. Wow, 40 episodes into this series. Who would have thunk it? Our longest running series on the channel, and honestly, it's one of the most fun to record, I gotta say. And speaking of 40 episodes, I think right now everybody should stop what they're doing in honor of today's 40th episode and go back and watch all 39 previous episodes right now. Go ahead, I'll wait. No, I'm not going to wait. It's 39 videos. What the hell, are you crazy? But do it when you have time. I tell you what, watch 39 and then go back and watch the first 30, and that will be a total of 69 videos. Oh, man. But look, let's get serious here and stop screwing around, all right? In the last episode, episode number 39, we finished the Colorado River Open, and much to our surprise, we didn't come in first. It was a tough challenge. We ended up coming in third, and that did propel us on the leaderboard a little bit further ahead. Taking a look, we are now 22nd on the tour, and with one event left to go. And that event is the East Lake Open on Lake Guntersville in Alabama. Lake Guntersville is our favorite lake in the game. When we were in the Bass Tour, we rose up the ranks, and Lake Guntersville was one of those lakes where we absolutely destroyed the competition. That's right, you can go back and watch the videos. It is documented how we drove around the lake, we caught all the fish, and then we slapped all the other fishermen in the face with our extra fish. That's right, I'm not lying. Go back and watch the videos. But in this event, it is the afternoon, light clouds. One round, it's 20 minutes, Lake Guntersville, and this is the Predator Tour. So not only can we catch bass, we can catch catfish, we can catch gar, we can catch pike, we can catch muskie. We can catch your mom. I'm just saying. All right, we can't catch your mom. That's silly. Stop being so immature. All right, if you take a look at the tackle box that we're using, the willow blade, the double willow blade silver shad spinnerbait, during the practice rounds, I caught about a bazillion fish. And one of the baits that I was using was this spinnerbait, and it actually caught more catfish than it did any kind of other predator fish. It was really weird. I also used the rattle trap red crawfish. That caught some big bass. And the pencil bait spectrum on the top didn't really catch anything, so we're probably going to change that one up. I would have to say, based on previous experience, the Booyah black buzzbait is going to be what we're going to put on that rod. I also caught bass using a variety of these swim baits. The Pro Shad Ocean Breeze caught me some big bass. And of course, the Milk Money Worm, it's always a big favorite of the big mama bass that are hiding out in Lake Guntersville. As far as creature baits go, you can always throw a Christie critter in the water. These bass will slam it down, and that was working too. Basically, there were no baits that weren't working for us. And that is why I am confident we are going to go out here today on Lake Guntersville, get a victory, and we're going to smack all the other people in the face with our fish.
Hi there, and welcome to the next event on the tour. With prize money and tour points up for grabs, there's a lot at stake for each of our competitors. So let's take a look at the rules ahead of today's competition.
Well, the rules are simple. It's the total length of all the fish. Put them back to back, you measure them. I mean, it could be like, I don't know, 100, 200 yards of fish. You got to put them back to back and you got to measure them. Or you can measure them one at a time and then just add it up. But we're not real good at math, so we might just, spread them around our boat. I don't know, look, whatever, you get the idea. And there you can see all the money that our sponsors will pay us out if we get a top 20 finish, and the maximum bonus if we win the tournament, which we expect we're gonna do. All right, round one, 3, 2, 1. Let's get in the boat. All right, here is the map. We are going down to the bottommost boat ramp. Let's do that now. All right, here we are. Let's get in the boat and take a ride. It's gonna be a short ride. You just come off the docks, you turn to the right and see that bridge. You're just gonna head right for that bridge. Now keep an eye on that fish finder. You'll start seeing little fish. Big fish look like they're buried in the ground right around here. Now take a look as we go under this bridge. You're gonna start seeing a whole crap ton of fish on the fish finder right there. Look at that. Boom, look at those fish. Now we're just going to turn around and we are going to start fishing. All right, here it is. It's the bridge. All these big ass bass are stacked up under this bridge. And we are going to throw our bait out there and catch one of them right now. All right, here we go. This is the double-bladed spinnerbait. Level 3 retrieval. Bringing it back to the boat. Lowering it down to a level 2 retrieval. Give it a little twitch every once in a while. Oh, bam, there it is. Perfect strike, fish on, and that is a bass. Now, if you'll notice in the other videos I've done on the bass tour, this is a bass hotspot for Lake Guntersville. Here we go, coming in the boat. Oh, there we go. It's an average size fish, but it's a fish nonetheless. Put him in the boat, 16.21 inches. It's a smallmouth bass. All right, look, keeping with that spinnerbait, we are going to chuck it right under the bridge once again. 95% cast strength. Here we go. All right, let it sink for a minute. Level 2 retrieval. We're going to start bringing this thing back. Occasionally give it a twitch. Smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, lots of big mama largemouth bass under this bridge. And we are going to bring a couple of them into the boat. I have a good feeling about this spot. Oh, here we go. Ba-bam! Oh, fish on, and that is a huge fish. I think that might be a catfish. Like I said, this spinnerbait catches these catfish, and I don't know why. That is a big, big catfish. Look at that thing in the water. Wow. We are going to lower down the drag. We only have 20-pound line on. Hopefully it's enough to land this big-ass catfish. Catfish not known to be the best fighters in the world. I mean, you know, it's kind of like Jake Paul. Oh, no, I didn't say that. Oh, he's coming in the boat. Oh, my God. Look at that big, fat catfish. That is ugly as crap. It's a channel catfish, 35.38 inches. Wow, on the spinnerbait. Put him in the boat. Well, this spinnerbait is producing for us. And we're going to put it right back under that bridge. 95% cast strength. Bloop. Bomb it out there. All right, here we go. Level 2 retrieval. Just keep bringing it in. We're going to catch catfish, smallmouth, largemouth, whatever. Doesn't matter to us. This spinnerbait is absolutely gold underneath of this bridge. All right, speaking of gold, that cast was a dud. Fine. All right, 92% cast strength. Bloop. Right under the bridge. Now, we're going to let it sink for a little bit. It's in about 7 feet of water. We'll let it sink down to about 3 feet, and then we'll start bringing it back. Level 2 retrieval. Let that rod tip go all the way down to the water, to the side a little bit, and twitch. That's right. Give it a little twitch just for fun. We are in first place, 51.59 inches of fish. 100% cast strength. Bloop. Right back under the bridge. All right, level 2 retrieval, constant retrieval. Occasionally give it a twitch. Oh, but man, there's another fish on. Another fish on. This is a quick moving fish, probably a bass. Let's bring it on in and see what we got on the line. It's jumping out of the water. It's definitely a bass. That is definitely a bass. Is it a smallmouth? Is it a largemouth? Leave it in the comments down below. What kind of bass is it? And don't cheat and wait till the bass comes in the boat and then leave your comment. Leave your comment right now.
Bunch of cheaters.
Oh, look at that bass. It is a pretty bass. All right, come on in the boat, Mr. and Mrs. Bass. I don't know if it's a Mr. or a Mrs. I don't really know how you can tell a fish. I mean, do the male fish have, like, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, he's coming in the boat. All right, it's a spotted fish. Looks like a smallmouth again. There it is, smallmouth bass on the spinnerbait, 19.94 inches. Put him in the boat. There we go. Wow, 71 inches of fish. I tell you what, we're having so much fun. We're going to switch it up to the buzzbait. You can't just keep throwing the same bait out there, can you? I mean, you can, but I like to change it up a little bit. And you know what? The fish appreciate changing it up a little bit. They don't want to see the same baits out there in their faces over and over again. They like a variety of things that can stick them in the face. I'm not kidding. I asked the fish. They told me. Oh, bam! Oh, that's a good strike. What the hell kind of fish was that? It didn't even come up and break the surface. It just sucked the buzzbait down underneath the water. Oh, man, look, it's a gar. It's a gar or a pike. Look at this, a long fish. That is going to be extremely good for our total number of inches. Look at this fish. What is it? Is it a gar? Oh man, how exciting is this? The last event in the tournament, and we are out on the water proving that we belong on the Predator Tour. And all the other fishermen are like, oh man, This guy again? That's right. We lulled them to sleep in the first few tournaments, and they were thinking, oh, this guy sucks on the Predator. And then the last event of the season, we come out and kick everybody's ass. Here comes the fish. Wow. Oh, my God. It is the weirdest looking face on any fish I've ever seen. 51 inches. It's a long-nosed gar. Oh, man. That is going to seal the deal, I'm sure. Put him in a boat. Good. Googly moogly. We have 122 inches of fish. No one is even coming close. 100% cast strength to make things better. A perfect cast. Wow. Let's go back to the buzzbait. Throw it back out there under the bridge. Level 2 retrieval, right across the top of the water. Who's going to take it? Oh, bam! Poor strike. Oh, crap. That's all right. We got enough fish in the boat right now to win the tournament, I'm sure. But we would like to have this fish too, and here he comes. Oh, isn't it cute? It's a little tiny smallmouth bass. It's only 1 pound, 5 ounces, but it's 13.96 inches. Put it in the boat. Tell you what I just noticed about our character. Look at the bedhead we got going on. Look at this hair sticking up in the back. Holy crap. I mean, God, have we not heard of a comb? Look at this. This is embarrassing. We need a hat. That is awful. Our sponsors are going to leave us. Missile Baits just called. They said, hey, you look like an with your hair like that. I mean, good Lord. And how do we expect to catch any women out here? I mean, look at this hair. There's no girl that's going to want to get with us on our nice fancy boat with hair like this. Jiminy Christmas. All right, we are changing it up to the red crawfish. Oh, man, I'm embarrassed to have our hair looking like that out in the water. We've got to get this tournament over with so we can go back and maybe we'll shave our head. Holy moly. All right, crawfish in the water, level 3 retrieval. We are zipping this thing back to the boat. Is anyone going to respect us or take us seriously with hair like this? Oh my God. Oh, bam! Oh, that fish just took it and ran with it. Perfect strike, and this fish is pissed. Oh, look at him. He is running. He is like, you son of a bitch. I thought it was a real crawfish, and it was a lure. And now I got a hook in my face. Oh, he is pissed. Just take a look, thrashing all around, jumping out of the water. He's looking at us. I think he gave us the finger. I mean, if fish had fingers, we'd be getting the middle finger from this guy right now. I'm telling you. Oh, that's a big fat fish. He is not coming in quietly, putting up a fight. And man, I tell you, I don't care how long it takes. We have 136 inches of fish. Second place, Maureen Wood with 63.8 inches. And she doesn't stand a chance. All the other fishermen right now just need to put their rods back in their boats. Oh, here comes the fish. There it is. Oh, that's a big fat fish. It's not that long though. We like the long ones, not the fat ones.
That's what she said.
18.91 inches. Hey, we'll take it. Put it in the boat. I gotta tell you, Colin Fisher in third place. Not much of a fisher. I mean, I know I've used that joke before, and I'm gonna keep using it as long as Colin Fisher is on the tour. All right, red crawfish going back out in the water. 92% cast strength. All right, let it sink a little bit. Level 3 retrieval. Just rip this thing back to the boat. Occasionally do a little twitching. It's fine. These fish get pissed. They hear that rattle trap coming. Chingy, 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 chingy. And they are pissed. Oh, here we go. Bam! Perfect. Strike another fish on the line. And that's a big old bass right there. And as I was saying before, all the other fishermen need to take their rods, pack them up, put them in their boats, turn on their boat's engines, and let their boats drive away while they jump in the water. They don't even deserve to have a boat. That's what I'm saying. Let their boats drive away, smack into the shoreline, and sink. And they can jump in the water and, just swim to shore without a boat. Because they don't deserve boats. They don't deserve rods. It's a hard life being a fisherman when we're out on the tour. Just saying. Well, this is an exciting episode because I have a feeling with a victory here, we're going to move ahead into the Pro Predator Tour. And here comes the fish. There it is. Wow. Look at the size of that. It looks like a smallmouth, but that's a big one. 6 pound smallmouth on the rattle trap, 22.54 inches. Man, put him in the bucket, the boat. We have a bucket on our boat, but we're going to put him in both. Put him in the bucket and the boat. My God, I'm so excited here. I can't even talk. I'll tell you what, we're going to change it up, and we are actually going to try a jig. I have not used a jig that much in this game. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever used one. I've used it in practice before. They've never been that successful, but we're going to use one right now. I mean, now is the time to experiment. inches of fish more than second place. And there is no way we're losing this tournament, I gotta tell you. Lake Guntersville delivers once again. And here we go. We're gonna let that bait sink all the way to the bottom. All right, just like a worm. Just gonna slow crawl this thing across the bottom, giving it twitches, letting it hop up and down over all the sticks and branches. I mean, after all, it's a jig. Oh, but bam, there we go. We caught a fish, the first cast with our jig, and we caught a fish. And what kind of fish is it? Oh, it's jumping out of the water. Looks like a bass. You're going to lower down the drag. Oh, that looks like a big fat bass, too. Look at this thing. Under 5 minutes to go in the tournament. Man, we are kicking everyone's asses. And we're doing more than kicking everybody's asses. We're kicking their asses. We're kicking them in the nuts. We're stepping on their feet. We're poking them in the eye. We're doing all kinds of stuff to them. And I don't advocate, poke people in the eye, kicking them in the nuts, or doing any of that. It's just unfortunate that we have to do that out here on the Predator Tour. Hey, and it's a great time to ask yourselves the question of the day. Are you subscribed to the Overly Gaming Project? And if the answer is no, stop what you're doing and poke yourself in the eye. Okay, don't poke yourself in the eye. That's not cool. We don't advocate self-harm on this channel. But subscribe to the channel. Do it now. Hit that bell notification so that you're notified of all the content coming out. And don't forget to hit the like button. I don't care if you don't like the video. You got to hit it. It's the rules. And leave a comment down below. It doesn't even matter what you say. Oh, this big old bass has got to come in the boat. Look at the size of this big old fish right here. He's pretty pissed. A hook in his face. He's got a jig in his face. Oh, here we go. Bring him on in. Oh my God. Look at the size of that big fat toad. It's a largemouth, 13-pound largemouth on the swim jig, 26.66 inches. I'm saying that fast 75 times in a row, but you can't. Put him in the boat. Wow, 3 minutes left to go. Look at us, 204 inches of fish. I mean, the other fishermen are crying right now. There's no point of them even existing on this tour. We're going to turn around and fish it this way. Why not? There we go, 97% cast strength. Bomb it out there. Now it's in about 7 feet of water again. Lake Guntersville, not the deepest lake. It's actually probably an average of 7 feet around. It's not very deep at all. Oh, bam! Fish on! Wow, that jig just hit the bottom, and some fish sucked it right up. Man, we cannot be stopped here at Lake Guntersville. I tell you what, we just took Lake Guntersville, bent it over, and smacked it on its own ass. That's right, we are spanking Lake Guntersville here. Wow, I don't know what kind of fish this is, but it is jumping up and down out of the water. Looks like a little tiny bass. Pull him a little bit closer so we can make sure. And it is. It's a little tiny bass. Very, very nice. On the swim jig. Let's try and pull this guy in the boat. Add it to our total. Oh, here he comes. Oh, that's a nice sized bass. Taking a look here, it's a spotted bass, 19.68 inches. Put him in the boat. 1 minute left to go. Can we catch more fish? Let's try the buzzbait. 100% cast strength. I find that the buzzbait is my favorite bait in the game. I just love when fish, jump up out of the water, suck it down into their big gullets. I don't even know what a gullet is. What does that even mean? Leave it in the comments down below. Oh, there we go! Bam! Just like that. That's a poor strike and we don't care. 25 seconds left. That fish just jumped right out of the water. And man, that's pretty exciting. That is a big bass too. Wow. I wish we had time to get that guy in the boat. That's probably a 14-pound bass right there. Huge mama. 7 seconds left and we are the champions. There we go. The tournament is over. The season is over. We have secured a huge victory right at the end. 224.54 inches of fish. Taking a look at all the fish we caught, man, nobody else stood a chance. And there we go. First place. Second place, Shannon Evans only had 96.63 inches of fish. Fletcher Marsh needs to take himself and go jump in a marsh and don't come back. That's awful. 96.36 inches of fish for him. And geez, a whiz. All these other fishermen ought to be ashamed of themselves. Well, a first place finish moved us up into the top 20. We finished the series and this amateur Predator Tour in 17th position with a total of 386 points. Not too shabby considering we had a couple of real bad tournaments in there. And there we go. We got some money from our sponsors, which is always a good thing. Well, the season is finished. Congratulations. We have finished all the available events for this current season, and we can now start a brand new season with even more rewards and challenges. And that's it, the Amateur Predator Tour. It's season number 8. If you will recall, we went all the way through the Bass Tours, Amateur, Pro, and Elite. And then we went all the way through the Carp Tours, Amateur, Pro, and Elite. And now we have completed the Amateur Predator Tour. And hopefully we can move up into the Pro Predator Tour. Let's see. Oh, there it is. The Pro Predator Tour is available for us. This is where it gets serious. We'll be going up against professionals from across the fishing world. Do we have what it takes to beat them? God, I hope so. Season 9, the Pro Predator Tour, is coming up in the next episode. And I want to thank you guys for all your support, for watching the videos, for leaving the likes, for leaving the comments, for all of the things that you do to help me out on this channel. This is super fun for me. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, so don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Man, this is awesome. And in the next episode, when we come back, we are going to start Season 9 in the Pro Predator Tour. Leave your tips, leave your tricks down in the comments below. Man, but most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we are going to see you right back here in the next video.